Blessings and peace, dear ones. I am Chung Fu. What a delight it is. And I am so blessed to be able to come forward to speak to you through this vessel and with the wonderful assistance of Jerome and Sophia and the beautiful family who supports my work in the world. At this time upon your earth, what a lot you are all being asked to understand all at once. So much, on so many levels. Some of you are working deep within. Some of you are working so hard on the outside, helping people, caring for people, lifting people up, helping, teaching. This time brings forward for you a great deal of challenge on every level. This time is a karmic, evolutionary time, a time where the earth itself and all of humanity is making a big shift. A time of great confrontation. You could say that shift is also pushed along by energies of evolution that are a little behind, shall we say, that are, you could say, creating cruelty, destruction, fear, unconscious beings who do not know who they are. And so that makes a big polarity of those of you who are coming forward in love and light, who are manifesting from the divine source your soul's purpose of evolution, of beauty, truth, love, harmony, and peace. There's a great challenge to you at this time. So what is necessary is that you take your power, that you lift yourself up to the greatest frequency, the highest frequency that you can, and that is love. It is nothing complicated. It is love. And yet, if you feel inside yourself, you often feel that love doesn't feel strong, doesn't feel powerful. It seems another power, not love, but fear, is controlling your world. And you meet it, and you feel the love in you rise up, but you don't know quite how to be strong with that love that you are. And there are reasons for that, because it has been thousands of years of evolution to come to this time now where love is coming forward to be victorious, to be supreme. Love, God, Goddess, light, the power of creation. You can feel it in your bones. You know something huge is happening. Huge changes, vast evolutionary turnarounds. Scientists are talking about it, religious leaders, spiritual teachers, political leaders, you yourselves in your families, wise beings coming forward who know, I need to pay attention, to change, to do something different. So understanding that there have been thousands of years now upon your earth where your reality has indeed been controlled by those creating fear, unconsciousness, trying to veil the light, trying to hide away the brilliance and the power of the creator, of love, of the creatrix that is within you, the light that naturally wants to shine from you and say, I am the love, I am the light, I am peace, power, beauty, truth, harmony, love. And you can feel how you have lifetimes, and many of you are recovering from those lifetimes where it has been devastating, difficult, where you have felt submerged, hidden, hurt, denied, abused, betrayed, where there have been wars, terrible destruction, famine. Nothing is separate, beloved. This is all part of the divine plan. It goes in cycles, and in different parts of the universe, the negative powers are allowed to proliferate and evolve and Eventually they return to the source of all love. But right now you are at a deep place where many of you have come into this life from lives of great wounding, great sorrow, great loss, abuse, cruelty, terrible pain. And you are healing from it. And as you come forward, you wonder, well, is there a God at all, or a goddess, or is there anyone in control of this universe? Or what is going on? And how can I return and be in a place of beauty, truth, and love if I cannot trust the source of all life, light, and love because of the pain that is in me? And oftentimes with a lot of pain, you will bring that pain forward into a life where in your childhood there are repetitions. There is abuse, cruelty, unconsciousness, lack, absence, denial, even betrayal. So many forms of it exist in your world. In fact, all of you are bound to have met people, even if it is not you, who have suffered greatly at the hands of others in their childhood. And sometimes it is not so simple that the being brings these patterns forth from another life, and even with the kindest parents suffers, for they do not understand them. But I am so loving of you. How can you be so upset? How can you be so angry? I just love you. What is wrong with you? But they are bringing something forward from another life. It takes a lot of understanding to be the parent of an evolved being who is coming forward with a lot to heal inside you. So wherever you are in your evolutionary path that you are carrying from the past, any pain, sorrow, abuse, anger, or fear, understand this: you have come to heal it. Great opportunities are here for you in this life, on this earth. Incredible teachers are coming forward from the worlds of light to bring you tools, understanding for your evolution. And you know them because of the love. You know them because they speak of love. They speak of ascended beings, angelic beings. They tell you the truth about who you are, that you are one with the divine being. You are one with the divine creator, creatrix of all life. You are the manifestation of that creator, creatrix. You are the divine feminine, divine masculine manifesting in this body. But then if you feel wounded as a child, how do you come through and manifest this light? It is a long journey, and many of you have taken it and arrived and are ready now to illuminate the world with your deep understanding, with the power of your compassion that grows through that journey, and with your creator presence that comes in as you face the pain, as you dissolve the illusions of the past that come forward into your present life. So I want to talk about the inner child, because that is the name that is given to that wonderful part of you that carries the pain. This part of you, in fact, is very wise, deeply knowing, and comes forward within you and says, ouch, I'm hurting and you need to listen to me. I've got news for you. I've got wisdom in here, but first you need to really pay attention. And this is the teaching of self-love that comes from within you, from the place that has not felt loved, but knows this love is its divine right. Your inner child knows. And if you listen to the pain from that point of view of, this pain has something to tell me. This fear is a message from inside me. This anger has power and is communicating to me from the pain that is underneath. And underneath that pain, there is wisdom. If you understand the multi-layered presence within you, that the inner child is the spearhead of bringing forward to you, that if you can honor your own vulnerability, you have this incredible tool within you. It's already there. It's called pain and suffering, fear. It's called denial. It's called resistance. It's called many things, anger, trauma. These labels that have been given to the deep soul journey of your being throughout time, in the so-called past, but that you bring, of course, into present time, because you are a timeless, eternal being, and you are going to be always working to integrate all of you from the past. And in many senses, from what you might think of as the future, from the wholeness of your being that you are manifesting here in this time-space reality. Your inner child knows you intimately. Once you give voice to your inner child, once you realize, oh, this is a real being, this is a real voice, it's angry, it's so unhappy, it's this, it's that. Once you realize, I'm going to listen. I'm going to really listen. Why are you angry, my child? Because of this and that, and they said this to me, and they didn't listen to me, and nobody understands, and I feel so alone, and I'm actually really afraid. If I do not get supported, if I do not get heard, then I cannot develop. Then I feel trapped in the past when I know I am here for divine purpose. Hear me. And so you begin to listen to this small voice. You know, it's been called the small voice within, hasn't always been called the inner child, but we call this voice the wisdom that's trying to push through the pain that is carried in a very small part of you that is easily crushed, easily pushed aside, easily ignored, and easily gets very upset and angry. And oftentimes you will think it's someone else. They did this, and she did that, and look at me, poor me. I'm so hurt, I'm so upset. It's just not fair in this world. Everyone else is hurting me. No one else understands me. No one is kind to me. I deserve love. I deserve the very best. It's all their fault. My mother, my father, my sister, my brother, my abuser. But who made this life? Who decided to come here? Not them. They're busy dealing with their problems. No, you decided to come here. And in those early years of your life, your inner child had to cope with this decision that your higher self made, to have all this to deal with, and your inner child thinks it's not fair. But I would like you to remember that your higher self made this choice. So you have a dialogue going between this very high, multidimensional you and this very incarnated, often trapped feeling, often incarcerated, limited, and hurt part of you, which we call the inner child, the baby. The baby can't move. The baby can't do anything about it. If it's being hurt, if you are being abused, ignored, abandoned. How about that? Why? Why are you being reminded? What experience is coming forward for that baby? What is your soul saying to you? Your soul is saying, remember this. And your baby self is saying, no, I just don't like it. No, I don't know, I don't like it. And it's getting kind of worse. And it gets worse and worse, and your child self might carry these wounds, and because of the law of attraction, attract more wounds until you are an adult and you think, I'm done. I don't want this life anymore. I'm just hurting all over, all the time. But of course, now you're an adult. Now you can start to integrate this incredible, multidimensional, higher self-consciousness, this taking of full responsibility for the pain, for the journey that you gave to yourself, that started before you awoke, that started in an inner child who was not able to defend him herself, who did not understand, did not have the mental capacity or the emotional capacity to understand. But you can come back to yourself and create space inside and invite that beautiful, vulnerable, hurt, angry, sometimes even violent inner child self forward, and listen and sit and love and bring kindness and bring your overseeing higher self presence into your body, heart and mind, to take care of you, to bring to yourself the love perhaps you never had, the attention perhaps you have always sought, to lift up your spirit and bring divine presence in for you, to realize, to make real your divinity. Because as that part of you that we call the inner child feels that divine energy coming in, it starts to relax, it starts to come forward to you, starts to trust you. Because the split is that your higher self created everything, but your inner child does not remember and pushes that part of you away. Doesn't know it's doing that, is pushing. In fact, it does not know what away, the life that's hurting it, something, until you understand it's all you. It's all your creation. It's all perfect. You made this life for your own self-realization. You are the living spirit within. You are the power of your higher self that has created this life of your own evolution. You are the divine creator working now to bring back to you all these wounded aspects, so-called in the past, but actually brought forward into this present life. And by listening to your higher self, and by bringing the expression, the love of your higher self to your wounded child, to your angry places, by allowing your inner child that expression as well, finding the expression, making sure you do hold safe yourself and your being to express your anger, to express your disappointment, to express your tears, your pain. That really matters, because all that energy needs to leave your body. So whether you do that with a beloved friend, a therapist, myself, or inwardly, remember, you are incarnate, so you need to make sound, you need to manifest, you need to give your pain away. In ritual, in ceremony, you need to help yourself to change where your body has held the pain in the cells deep within. You need to understand the magic of self-transformation that is not only possible, but is facilitated, especially at this time in your world. So, beloved ones, come forward and work with your higher self, and know that divine beings are with you, your guides and helpers, your beloveds, your ancestors who know what you carry in your bloodline, who are oftentimes working to release with you, and who always benefit from your deep inner work. Come forward, step onto your soul's path. Come and work with me, or work with other mentors and beloveds in your world who are bringing forward this work of liberation, of elevation, of deep soul connection, of coming back to the oneness with the divine source of all love and light, coming forward through you to create a new reality here upon the earth, a reality based on love, kindness and compassion, truth, harmony, deep soul connection, deep understanding that is beyond the mind. Blessings and peace.
Thank you, Chung Fu. That was very deep and powerful and very profound. If you want to go deeper with Chung Fu has a 4-disc set series as a download, which is available on our website, and I'll pop the link in the description of this video. It's called the Inner Child series. This series brings you in to connect more deeply with your inner child and to work with your inner child in your life. So these practices are not really one-off practices in that sense. They can be used over and over again to be built into your life for great healing. In Journey 2 and 3, we're introduced to the concept of tie cutting, and we do go on deep tie cutting journeys, but we actually also have a more focused, deeper and longer tie cutting journey, which really kind of takes you right into that focused place where you can tie cut to any person or any situation in your life. And I'll pop the link to that practice in the description of this video as well.
And then as you're working with this, you will find the need to bring in the light of your higher self. And so Chung Fu has created some practices and affirmations for you to open up the light body and bring the higher self in.
I'll put the link to this higher self practice CD in the description of this video as well. Great blessings. And if you'd like to join Chung Fu live every month, then do click the link also in the description of this video, which will take you to Eventbrite, where you can get a ticket to our monthly live streams. Blessings and peace.
Blessings and peace.